Okay, first thing I'm going to do, take the oil filter out. I've already taken the top cover off the engine. There's 3 little plastic covers that kind of pop out of the top cover, and they'll just reveal 3 bolts to be undone, and that is the wrong size. Popeye install this. Have some rags or some kitchen paper ready. This is probably going to be messy. And that is one icky oil filter. I don't think that's been changed in quite some time. Okay. When you've got that out, what you want to do is separate the cartridge off like that and dispose of that at a recycling place. When you're down to this, there's a little oil seal right on the end there that needs to be replaced, and there's a larger one. It's just under my thumb there. It's not very clear. I'll show you how to change those in just a second. Okay, once you've cleaned the worst of the mess off of this adapter here, what you want to do is go ahead, take a small screwdriver, and take the oil seal off of there like that, and then do the same for the little one at the end. And that's going to be a little bit more awkward. So your new oil filter should come with a bag like that. There should be new seals in there, so open that up. Snap the new oil ring into place like so. Ooh dear. Try not to spill oil everywhere. And the larger one like that. And just take a little bit of the oil that's still inside there. Just smear that around the seals. That'll just help it install a little bit easier and hopefully aid in it coming out next time. So I'm going to take your new filter. This one is labelled as top on that end, so put that down towards the adapter there, like so, and that should hold itself in quite nicely. simply tighten that back down into place. And just in case anyone's wondering, that tool is Hazit or Hazit 2169. Probably is a torque spec on that somewhere, but I don't have it. Wipe up any excess oil. Okay, next thing. Take the dipstick out. Just set that to one side. Insert the suction tube and start pumping. Now that oil is very thick and it's very slow to siphon out at the moment. Ideally you should do this with the engine warm, not hot but warm. Unfortunately the weather outside here is absolutely terrible, so I've purposefully had this car in here for a couple of days to dry off so I can work on it. So I'm actually doing this cold, which is far from ideal, but I also have to do some work underneath the car and I don't want it soggy while I'm working under there if I can avoid it. And if I open up the workshop doors to run this thing, I'm going to end up frozen, so it is what it is. Right. I'm going to have to switch over to the smaller tube. Don't think I was getting far enough in. No filthy comments, please. Yeah, that's better. Well, looks like that's the lot. I've managed to siphon out about 4 litres. I'm confident this was at least a litre low to begin with. So I'm not entirely sure what the capacity is on this. I'll look that up and try and put it on the screen now. That's about 4 litres in, which is what I got out, so let's see what we get on the stick. No idea if that comes out on camera, but that is right on the full mark. So keep in mind that the oil filter housing is empty at this point. So what I need to do now is just run the engine at idle very briefly, just long enough to allow the oil pressure light to go out, which will mean that the filter housing is filled back up again. Open the workshop door before you do that. Nothing on the stick at all now. Right, well, doesn't appear to be going up anymore, so stick another ½ litre in and see what we get. Right, well, that's about halfway between min and max, so I'll put another ½ litre in. Ooh, that's a cold breeze. God, I love winter. Okay, well, that was 4 litres out, 5 litres back in. Just a little bit above full there, so I'm going to call that one good. So, questions, comments, criticisms, concerns, leave them below, and thank you for watching.